Joining us today is Viki Brummel, Hunter New England Health Network Manager, Aged Care and Rehabilitation Services Clinical Network, who'll be speaking at IAR's Reducing Hospital Readmissions and Discharge Planning Conference on the 26th to 27th of July in Melbourne. Hello Viki, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Can you start by explaining a few of the pros and cons of developing a Transitional Aged Care Program?
The Transitional Aged Care Program, James, is a really important initiative of the Commonwealth Government of Department of Health and Ageing, and it provides older people with the opportunity to go home with appropriate goal-oriented therapy after a hospital stay and once they've completed all their acute care. But it also gives them the opportunity to receive that care and go home and see whether they can maintain their independence and live at home on an ongoing basis. Or if that's not going to happen, it gives them the opportunity to prepare for the transitions that the older person and families need to go through when moving towards residential aged care.
Can you provide an overview of the Transitional Aged Care Program that you've been involved with at Hunter New England Health?
Yes, look, in Hunter New England Health, it's been a pretty rapid growth in our transitional aged care places, and we commenced with 91 community places when the program first started about four or 5 years ago now. That was prior to my time, but certainly in the last 3 or 4 years that I've been involved, we've had lots of increases. So we now have 126 operational transitional aged care places. 120 of those are community-based and 6 residential, which is an exciting development for us. And we're also commencing planning and programming for a new 10-place community service to commence in our Upper Hunter area coming up in about September, October. Plus we've got 17 new additional community places that will be coming online in about September or October as well. So for us it's been an exciting time and a period of growth and a great service.
What have been some of the challenges and successes you've experienced from a service development perspective and conversely from a client carer perspective?
Yeah, but that's a really good question. I think the challenges for us as an area health service has been ensuring equity for all older people right across our large geographic area health service, and that's been a bit of an area that we've really had to work on. So some of our successes, I think, have been that as we've had the opportunity to apply for additional transitional aged care places, we've been able to make sure in our planning that we apply or put in proposals for new services in some of our smaller rural areas. Now, that's a challenge in itself in how you then manage those services, but we have had successes with that in that the fact that we've got an increase in services available to our rural people and also that we're looking at rural models for service delivery.
So you've mentioned some of the challenges and successes you've experienced. Conversely, what are some of the issues from a client carer perspective?
I think the issues from a client carer perspective is very much around the transitional aged care program offering older people and their carers and families the opportunity for the person to come home with goal-oriented therapy and supports in place, and the aim being for that person hopefully to be able to maintain independence for themselves within their own home. I guess where that happens, that's a great success, and for the older person and their family, it's wonderful to see older people able to live independently as possible in their own homes. Where it doesn't happen, I don't think it's not a success. Where it may happen that an older person does really need to consider their options in terms of longer-term care, that's not by any means a failure. I think it's a really good recognition. We've given the older person and their family the opportunity to have a go at staying at home, and also we've given them the opportunity then to have a reasonable and planned transition into permanent care.
You're speaking at IAR's Reducing Hospital Readmissions and Discharge Planning Conference, 26th to 27th of July in Melbourne. What will be the focus of your presentation?
Look, the focus of our presentation is just to talk about our experiences in Hunter New England Health as a large rural and metropolitan area health service, the growth in transitional aged care over the last 3 years, and some of the challenges that's presented us with that we've needed to deal with, and also to really promote the benefits of transitional aged care. It's a wonderful program and really is something that I think needs to be promoted.
Finally, how do you think that delegates will benefit from attending an event such as this?
Well, hopefully, James, if I can share some of our lessons that we've learned over the last few years in terms of developing up the services and the lessons we can continue to learn in running the services. I'm hoping that will assist other people when they're thinking about and planning for their own services.
Viki Brummel, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.